Hey, welcome everyone again, Red Mentor here. We're back in Crystal Tower for the round 2 of it. So as we previously talked about Crystal Tower as the Dragon Death, now we continue heading for the Hotmost. Those monsters' mouth for going in the Crystal War like back in Final Fantasy XI are here to kill again for fun of it. So heading down this way, I'm gonna sprint because I'm behind my friends now. In the previous video I was talking about the patch notes and the stuff incoming. I got them up now because I finally went ahead and looked into them. And as we can see, there will be a new animation for building a house, which is kind of unfortunate because I've built a few houses myself in the game. 2 for walls, one was in the mist originally, and after a few issues with the neighborhood, well, we decided to move in lavender beds, which is actually nice because we have good neighbors, people are being friendly, and it's not like, you know, it's online games you can see douchebaggery going around, and we don't deal with that anymore. So that's appreciated. I like the good community around there. Also, new dungeons. There will be current dungeons to be led as hard mode. I think that's going cool because it's going to bring more fun into the game. FFXIV has been reviewed as well, apparently be nerfed. I personally never had a hard time with FFXIV, so I don't see why it's going to be nerfed by the way, but I guess it's because of the duty finder from what I've heard that the high level that they suggest for it or the restriction put on it is not high enough, so for the sake of duty finder they make it lower level. But it's not a whole dungeon, so even if it's going to be nerfed, I find it sad because it's a fun place and it's not that hard to be honest, but that's just me. So for those of you viewers that might have difficulty with FFXIV, well, hey, there's your chance to do it now. And then you turn off Binding Call of Ammit, which is going to be 1 to 6. That is actually a good thing. Turn 6 I can't wait to see it. Well, I still, like I said, I need to beat turn 5, which actually I'm doing Crystal Tower with most of my party, so hey guys, if you watch this video, come on, let's beat turn 5 already. So apparently we're the last trying to kill this... Oh no, we're not the last ones. There we go, it's dead now. We can proceed. The new hairstyles. We have seen some preview of the new hairstyles. I think those are going to be good. I don't know if I'm going to change Avira. I might try it. I mean, sometimes for those of you who see my streaming, like I can mess around with that and it's just trying stuff and whatnot. I'll always come back to the classic Avira because she's looking pretty this way, so might as well change what's our winner recipe, right? And now we proceed to the second boss of Crystal Tower, which is Thanatos. Thanatos is not very difficulty. What happens is each group will group behind a magic pot, and by default the community decides that A will be going to northwest, while C is gonna be to southwest, so that leaves us the B group to the east spot. And so technically what happens there is the A group always charge first for their default position, because what happens is the magic pot that's at the opposite of them, which in this case C spot, will make them invisible. That said, only the invisible party can take care of beating down Thanatos. As for the other parties, they need to be protecting the magic pots while healers keep them up. So here we go. We have a Sandman in the way, and we just kill it. So on this round I'm being a warrior. Actually, that's one why not doing different. And now it's my turn to be invisible. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stay normal. Villainy can take care of this. I'm going to grab the Nemesis because those Nemesis, well, they're nasty. And they pretty much can destroy a pot easily. So we don't want that. I mean, it can happen, the pot or two can die, but if we lose them all, it's pretty much good game in general standard. So we don't wish for that. So technically it's just about that. I mean, if you're taking Thanatos, you just move into the back as he casts Corpuscle Blade, so you avoid being moved all the way back, and this way you make it easier for all DPS to actually do their DPS instead of running out for him. Behold, I am taking a Nemesis, like I always say. So back to the patch as we do this fighting. There will be the new Elegant Tombstone. As I said, the Philosophy Stone are going to be removed in the first part of Crystal Tower. And the new name has been announced. It's going to be the Tome of Soldiery, something like that. So I think it's a good thing because it means the game's moving on, and you know, like many games when the continent move on, well, you cannot keep all the whole continent on. So it's good to fuse all the whole stuff that you used to be able to purchase or to strive for as upgrade can be still acquired, but just from a different manner. So it's just, instead of trying to focus multi-currencies, you just stick to one or two, the current one and the one just for fun. And also, what I appreciate there is it gives a chance for a new player. You know, it's like the fact you do that. It's like everyone who was behind before and they're still max level, and even if they're behind, they still have catch up onto their quest. Well, you know, they just can start farming and enjoy the game content like everyone else to this point because they can acquire gear this way. Along with Geralt Masterwork that's being announced too, this will be the new craft armors. I believe they will be craft armor level I-90. I'm not quite sure yet. It could be I level 90 or 100 either. One of those for sure. But they announced that in the live letter that the armor upgrade will be 90, 100, and 110. So that said, if Allegan is meant to be the highest one, that will mean that the new artifact armor, which is AF2 officially named, as we've seen on the preview given by the dev team, well, this will mean that the current artifact armor we collect with mythology armor is known as AF1, and the old AF we gather from the quest lines are AF0. And now we proceed again into the room, to the Path of Redemption. This is where we're going to fight the new trash before another boss. This trash is pretty easy. There's 3 demons to be tanked, and 1 for each party naturally. And while fighting those, there will be Allegan balloons. You just kill those, and if you don't kill them, they will feed the Allegan bomb in the middle, as you can see here. And you don't want that, because if it's being fed too much, it might just end exploding. So that said, there will be also the Allegan Napalm. This one you just DPS for the sake that it will go for reaching the bomb, and if it reaches, it will explode, damaging everyone, and overlong making the Allegan bomb bigger. And if it becomes too big, it will just say, well, see ya motherfuckers, I'm just exploding your ass up. And everyone wipes, of course. I've rarely seen that, but believe it or not, I've seen this in Crystal Tower, and wiping this sucks, because this place can take quite a while sometimes, if you, depending on people you have. I mean, with 24 people, it's hard to know where you're going to head for. So back to some patch note. There will be some fix. Apparently a chocobo will be able to be summoned now, even if you already have them out as a companion, so for those of you who enjoy using your chocobo, well hey, you don't have to need to struggle anymore with calling out and off your chocobo just because you desire to mount up. Now here we go, hard pull here, that happens sometimes. No big deal. And as Uga said, a Halligan balloon. I grabbed them, so it just don't wander around too much. People can DPS nicely, and the damage goes nice. So I've been digging the glamour system as well, and of course, naturally, you can only use an armor that you already possess to cover up another armor. So, hey, time for me to try to get the heavy elegant armor, which I would love to. I only got the boots, but hey, it's a start. On another level, the hoods can be used. People were not sure if it will be possible to use the hoods. Well, I have a confirmation for you that you will be able to. That said, if you apply the hood on your body armor, you won't be able to change the headwear. Of course, we cannot have best of everything. It's a two-piece armor. If you use it on a one-piece armor, say bye-bye to your headpiece. And welcome to the hood. The retainer system. I can't wait for that. It said it's going to cost $2 per month addition fee for having an extra retainer. Now I hear many people, and that I know because I've been reading on forums as well, and it was said, why to pay for more additional fee for that? Well, I don't want to pay. Square Enix is trying to be like EA. No, guys, let's be honest here. I don't know how many of you played 11, but in 11, for any extra character you wanted to do, you had to pay a fee. For any of you that have the normal subscription, you know you have to pay for having access to every character slot. And I don't want to see anything like, well, you're a legacy, so of course you don't want paying for that or something. It has nothing to do with that. It's more loading, and I think it's good for that because more stuff in the server, more impersonal things going on, and you know there's a fee for the upkeep somewhere to all that, and people want for personal houses. So if they can make money out of that and making the server more stable, well, I say why not just move on with it. I mean, it's gonna be beneficial for everyone. I plan to buy one myself, or a Vera. Just because why not? It will be cool to farm materials, so I can finish my crafting jobs. I got 4 of them max level. So I'm all for that. If there's a fee or not, I mean, as long as it's not $10 per month, I mean, $2 seems reasonable to me.